A lot of people claiming this to be the least talented draft in a while. Do you think there's anybody in the draft that might surprise people or might give people a shock, might end up being the star that people ain't talking about?
I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know me. I'm a football guy. I don't know none of them boys, so I'm gonna leave that to y'all. But if I know anything about sports, usually the class that does not get the most hype is usually the class that terrorizes the league. Just from what I've seen in sports.
They said 2011 was a bad draft in the NBA, and it was not.
Them boys.
That's Kawhi, PG,
and literally, if you look at the
Kyrie.
list of the guys that drafted 20, I think there's a bunch of really solid guys. I think the only two that aren't in the league now is like Kemba, and I think that's it. Everybody else from that class is still playing.
Yeah, 2011 is crazy.
Yeah, so it's like
Clay, Kyrie,
like it's
Paul George,
nonsense.
Kawhi.
It's crazy. So it's usually those classes where them boys don't get a lot of media presence. I feel like it's beneficial not only to the young players because now it's like there's not a much of
there's not too much like pressure,
we
expectation.
can just ball.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably, even though I don't know anything, I can't wait for the future because I think the next 5 years for the NBA is going to be very crucial to where the league goes. Next 5 years, LeBron's going to retire. Next 5 years, a lot of the guys we grew up watching are going to retire.
Yeah, it's really the foundational years for the next like
LeBron,
20 years.
KD,
So
and all of them going.
I think
gonna be out of there
Wemby,
soon.
after Wemby's class, the next 3 draft classes will determine a lot for the NBA. So I'm very excited to see what the young guys from this class are going to do. Because, again, just from me watching a lot of sports, it's usually those classes where there's not a lot of expectations for those guys picked that end up terrorizing and really being the heart and soul of the league. So I'm excited to see what them boys do. But if you wanted me to tell you anything about them, I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, I like Rob.
Yeah, Rob Dillon,
I think Rob he in a good spot. Learning behind Mike Conley. He already a good scorer. His issues probably a little smaller on the smaller side, but sitting behind Mike Conley, who's a small guard as well, who had like a long career, I feel like it's definitely gonna do him like some
And the
help.
Wolves did need a shot creator, so
Yeah, so I'm saying I feel like it's gonna do him some help. I feel like him and Ant, I feel like they can probably mesh really well.
And earlier you was talking about Zach on the
Zach
Grizzlies.
Edey, I like that move a lot.
I did see that. I see with a vision. I don't really care for Eddie game. I know he won National Player of the Year, and everybody was.
I like that move a lot.
I feel like rim protection wise on defensive tip, the potential is there for sure.
Yeah.
But the potential is there for sure.
I feel like what I like the most about him is from like if you look at his like from freshman year, I didn't watch freshman year, but just looking at his numbers from freshman year to now, like the game, like he grew so much, like he got so much better. So I feel like all that tells me is this is a guy that
That's
grind.
willing to get better,
He's
yeah.
a grinder. Yeah,
He's
I
worked.
understand
You know what I'm
that.
saying? He
Put
worked.
in
So
work, yeah.
I feel like with Ja, he don't have to be the main focus, which he was in Purdue. You don't even have to be the second focus, bro. He can sit behind, not even the fourth.
Fourth,
honestly,
yeah,
'cause
you don't have to do too much.
You got Bane, you got Ja, and you got JJ. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like learning kind of the defense tip, like the little nuances of it from Jaren Jackson. Really just rolling to the basket, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised if he has a very similar rookie year to like Chet.
And it's Steven Jackson. It's Steven,
Yeah.
not Steven Jackson. It's Steven.
Steven Adams.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he was hurt all year.
Yeah. So learning behind Steven Adams, who defensively kind of can be the same type of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
B,
player
type
in the
B,
defense,
yeah.
bro. Learning behind him,
That's a really good pick.
bro. I feel like it's a good pick for him, bro. Galiti, bro, you just setting picks for job, bro, and rolling to the basket.
rolling to the
7'5",
basket,
putting the ball.
Lob.
But that's boosting your confidence, bro.
Yeah.
Eventually he gonna get a 3-ball. Bro, I feel like he can be a good player. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's gonna be a good one.
I
Got
feel
me
like he can be a really good
intrigued.
player. Marc Gasol type, where it's like maybe not exactly.
But,
the type
but I see what you. That's
in terms of being
crazy
like,
calm.
in terms of being
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying, the defensive, like just in the middle of it, holding
Type,
offense.
yeah.
He can put the ball in his hand right like where Jokic is, and you know what I'm saying, maneuver around and things like that. That's what I want to see.
I can
I like to see that.
definitely say there's a lot to build off of when it comes to him. So I can see it.
Yeah.